Hello everyone, I'm Kreshi from Hoax Games, and this will be my first devlog about Hoax News. So if you don't know Hoax News yet, Hoax News is a third-person action game. It's half 2.5D and half 3D. It has a couple of platforming elements, and it's about conspiracy theories, sarcasm, and I hope also that it's about fun. So before we continue, I think I will just show you the game. So let's go into Unity and let's start the game. I'm skipping the first cutscene. So that's Hoax News.
I will definitely not go into the water.
So you can see it has lip sync and now it's switched to 2.5D. If I go back, it will transition back to 3D. And it also has a very nice food placement solution. The character controller that you see here is custom made by me, and yeah, the water solution in the background is from the asset store, and so are a lot of these assets that you see here. But let's continue.
Snoward Eden, what are you doing here?
I will skip this also. I can double jump and climb on ledges as well. The character can also vault over objects. And you see there's some kind of volumetric lighting, but actually that's a little bit fake because it's just a post-processing effect that creates some light scattering, but it looks fairly good, I think. So here there are a lot of enemies, but I don't really have to kill them all. Actually, I only have to kill the generators. But I'm showing you some combat here. So let's continue. There's just one more thing, because there's a sale right now. It's the New Year sale, and there are a couple of assets that I use in Hoax News that I would like to show you, because they are in the sale as well. I ordered them by their price. The cheapest first, which is this auto exposure from Oka Software. Oka Software is also the same asset provider where I got the LSPP, the light scattering post-processing effect from, but this one was not on sale. This one is on sale. It's the cheapest from the one here. The next is iStep. This is by me, and this is the food placement solution that you saw in the game and that you see here as well. So it's also minus 50% and it's in the sale. The next is the underwater rendering for stylized water. Actually this and this, they basically belong together. That's stylized water too. I bought both of them and added both of them in Hoax News. The next is Feel, which I think is really great. I use it for executing a lot of events like hit events or stuff like that. It's really awesome. You can use it for all the polish things that you want to do in your game. The next is Cozy Stylized Weather 2, and this one is for the atmosphere, the fog, the weather, and also the skybox, the dynamic skybox. It's also a cool asset. It has also time of day and other effects. And yeah, that's what I use as well. The next is this animation package, Powerful Sword Pack. I use some animations of this pack, so I put it here as well because it's in the sale. And then I use Tunic Colors Pro 2 for rendering objects and the characters. This asset has a very nice it has a very nice shader generator, and yeah, it's very flexible, so I use this one. Next is the Politicians Mega Pack. So these are the characters that I use in the game. It's an awesome pack, I think, and if you also like conspiracies and sarcasm and want to make some funny game, I mean, this pack is the right pack for you. Next, I also use some Synthi stuff, but the main Synthi stuff that I'm using is not on sale, but this one is. I got some asset from the Apocalypse pack, but it's not the main pack that I use for the Tropical Island and stuff like that. I use a different one. Actually, we can have a look if you want. It's not on sale, sadly. This is the Tropical Jungle, is the one that I mostly use for the environment, but yeah, it's not on sale, so actually I didn't really wanted to go through assets that are not on sale. So let's continue with the devlog. So what are the contents that we are going through? It's the key points, the character controller, the workflows, and the next steps. So that's for today. So let's get through the key points. So Hoax News is using Universal Render Pipeline. I'm using Unity 2021, but I will be moving to Unity 2022 hopefully next year. The estimated release date is also next year in Q2. The target playtime should be about 2 hours for Hoax News, but let's see if I manage to get more, or if it's less, then it's less, but I am targeting 2 hours here. The target frame rate should also be always above 60 FPS on average gaming PC, because this is a stylized look, and for stylized look, people want to have good performance, or at least I want to have that, so I'm targeting it. The preview demo that I was playing earlier is available in the description below. You can get it on WebGL and also on Windows PC. It's a very short preview demo, but you can try out Hoax News yourself there. And the final game release will be on Steam. So let's check the custom-made character controller. It supports 2.5D and 3D. I can do the basic things like round walk, jump, and also double jump. The character can dodge, and he has a melee attack. Actually, it's not one attack. I think there are 3 attacks, one after another. And yeah, the next is the throw X attack, which is very similar to the God of War X, where you throw the X and you can return it back. And then the character can also shoot guns. This gun that you show there is like a nano gun that basically spawns when you want to shoot it. And there will be some other weapons in the future as well. The character has vaulting and ledge climbing abilities to climb over things. It supports moving platforms, and sliding down steep slopes is also supported. It has also the foot IK system, which is iStep. It has aim IK as well. It has freeze IK. This is when we use melee, for example, and we hit an enemy, it's going to freeze the IK. It is also going to, in addition, freeze the time for a very short period, and the effect altogether is the sum of these two. It has lip sync as well. It's used for the cutscenes and also for boundaries, for example, when I don't want the main character to go swimming or something like that. He just says, I want go into the water or something like that, I think. And this will be also lip synced, the things that he says during gameplay. So the next point is workflows. So I try to keep everything very simple, and I'm just basically using prefabs, pre-configured prefabs. That's flexible workflow, and yeah, it's simple. Then for the demo, I was using Atlas, which provides you non-destructive workflows for the terrain generation and also for spawning the vegetation. It's semi-procedural because you have the stamps that you can use, and also you can define a lot of things like how the terrain should be automatically painted or where you want to displace vegetation. There's an alternative to this as well. Maybe we can have a look if you want. It's called Microverse. And this is on sale right now. I just bought it and I haven't checked it out in detail yet, but it looked very promising from what I saw. So this could be an alternative to Atlas, but for now I'm using Atlas. Then I coded the spawn manager, which is used for restarting the game. So I'm not just reloading the scene for a restart, but I'm spawning what should be spawned and what should be not. For example, the main character and also a couple of AIs. The timeline is being used for cutscenes, and there's a weather and water system integrated, and I wrote some custom code to make the integration very solid. And yeah, next I have two types of placing AI at the moment, which is pre-placed, so I just drag and drop them into the world, and the other is dynamic spawning. So we are already at the end of the first devlog. So what are the next steps? Our next steps will be level design, creating or finishing this level, and hopefully creating a second and third level, and so on. Making some new enemy types, which should be challenging and interesting. Writing some more weapons for giving the game more variation. I also want to make some exciting boss fights, and for this I need some custom AI systems. The storytelling has also to be solid here because it should be fun and interesting as well if possible. And I also want to include some funny goodies in the game where people can laugh about. Yeah, so that's it. That's the first devlog about Hoax News. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. Try out the demo. You can download it also from the description below. And if you want some specific topics to be covered by me in the next devlog, feel free to comment this as well. So I would be very happy if I get some feedback from you guys. And yeah, thank you very much and see you next time.